Welcome, everybody, to
Show you.
Dueling Aces for December 16, 2025.
Is that a Zolt I
Apologize for
see?
the late start, but the Sailors basketball squads took care of business this
Is
evening.
it just you and I?
Bryce's squad had to
Can
do
you hear me,
overtime
Zolt?
again. And Bryce dropped 17 on Bay Village,
You got
and
no
the
George
Sailors
and no Sam.
were victorious.
I can see you and hear you, Bruiser.
Yeah.
I can
Perfect.
hear you.
Well,
I
because
just see the
think
top
on
of George's domed bald head.
Yeah, because if it's on the vertical, you're on your phone. You're not seeing a
then-
whole lot.
Sam's frozen, and all I can see is his side boob.
So yeah, all three sailor levels were victorious this evening, though. But we are here. We is
But I'm at the
on,
gym getting ready for the Arnold.
and that's our big dog and resident wrestler, by the way, who I know once would really and had a lot of opinions to turn around and comment to Sam yesterday evening to fill him in on specific things behind the curtain kind of thing. So Bruiser, please enlighten us on the John Cena finale. In your opinion.
Yeah.
Oh, and he just went, bye.
It was that good.
That was weird. I think he was. It's
I
like
think
when
there were
you see the
technical
vertical. This is all you see on the vertical. See, that's kind of the thing, is because you only see this much on the vertical. We're not quite. It usually just takes the centering of the camera.
There we go.
Any
So
better?
yeah, ironically, that's why all you see is, as Bruiser said, Sam's side boob.
Some people would pay good money for that. I don't know who, but somebody might.
Speaking of boobs, there's some people on our airwaves that made themselves look like real boobs last night, talking about shit they don't know anything about.
Yeah, it's floor is yours, sir. The floor is yours.
I have listened to people whine and cry since Saturday about how that's not how John Cena should have gone out. That's not how it should have been. Triple H doesn't know what he's doing. If you think Triple H had anything to do with booking the finish of that match, you're out of your mind.
Yep.
That is 100% was Cena's call. Kurt Angle did it for Cena. Cena did it for Gunther. That's called doing the favors. It was done intentionally. And if you don't understand the point about Cena tapping out at the end, then you don't understand wrestling.
I mean, the whole card was Cena's idea. Cena said he wanted everybody from, upcomers to turn around and be, and TNA.
Wasn't there a rumor that he didn't? Wasn't there a rumor in the beginning of this that he even advocated that he wanted to go on first?
Yes, he
Yes.
did want to go on first.
Okay.
He wanted to go on first. He wanted Cody and Oba to be the main event because Cody is the champion and the champion should be the main event.
Okay. Because I thought I heard that weeks before. I'm like, I thought Cena was starting this.
No, he wanted to. He absolutely wanted to. My problem with the whole thing, with everybody whining about what happened, is that if you've never been inside a wrestling locker room or you've never been in the wrestling business, then you don't understand what happened, because it was very symbolic. Cena tapping out to Gunther was Cena not giving up on the match. It was Cena giving up his career. That was the symbolism of the end of that. He fought and fought and fought. He was in that sleeper hold 4 different times.
Mm-hmm.
And you came up against a monster you couldn't beat. That was the whole point. Gunther is not your prototypical chicken shit heel like a Dominic Mysterio or a Logan Paul or a Seth Rollins. He is a throwback to the guys like Nick Bockwinkel and Killer Kowalski and old school monsters. There wasn't a thing done in that match that disrespected anything that Cena had done in his career or Gunther. The fact that people sat there and chanted "fuck you" at him and all the stuff that they yelled at Triple H after the match, you guys are soft. You don't understand how it works. You want your feel-good story, and sometimes you don't get that. The whole point is to build the next generation, to do the favors. And Cena did that.
And we know it's official because he left his shoes in the ring. He took his shoes off, and that was it.
You leave your boots in the ring. Listen, about a month and a half ago, the Hardys and the Dudleys had one last tables match. And at the end of the match, the Dudleys handed their boots across to the Hardys.
Yep.
Yep.
I saw that.
When Half Hill retired, he left his boots in the ring. When I retired, I didn't have a ring to leave my boots in. I just took a picture of them in my bag. Like, it's not. I can understand why people are upset. I can understand it, but you shouldn't be.
I wasn't. I wasn't
No,
at
you
all.
weren't. But I've had people up and down just bitching about it's neckbeards in their mom's basement who don't understand.
And look, here's my thing. All I can say, I aired out what I had to say last night. The reason I'm just sitting here, I don't give a fuck enough about WWE to care anymore anyway. So I don't really give a flying fuck. Because what I saw on Saturday, that'll be the last time I ever watch it. Because I just don't give a fucking. No, it's not about. I don't give a fuck enough about the current product to care enough to watch it. Like, I'm sorry. Oh wow, the last night, excellent episode. Let's trot fucking fuckboy theory out there again for the 4th time. This should work about the 12th time we've tried it. I don't care enough about the current product.
I am interested to see what they do with Theory and what he plays in. Look, I spent a very long time in the wrestling business and being very jaded about the wrestling business because I was wrestling on an indie level and not where I thought I deserved to be. And then once I finally got out of my own way and out of my own head, I had 2.5 years of a really good time with a really good friend of mine in a tag team that people still remember to this day. I haven't been in a ring in 3 years. Sean hasn't been in a ring in 5. I'm good. I finally get to look at the business as a fan again and have fun with it. The amount of just jaded ideology toward the professional wrestling business nowadays is absolutely insane. What do you want? Like, you said something last night about TKO's booking this. No, Nick Khan may be at the top of the WWE ladder, but it's definitely from the creative pen of Triple H and Shawn Michaels and others. There's a process. Is everything 100% hit? No. No. But look, 350 in baseball is a great batting average. Or 300 in baseball is a great batting average. And you know what that is? That's 3 out of 10. If you can hit on a nationally televised wrestling product 3 out of 10 times, you're doing fantastic. They're setting record numbers for attendance and ticket sales still.
Anything more to add, sir?
I mean, I was kind of hoping to have like an open discussion about this, but nobody wants to like jump in.
Well, I agree. I
don't have
agree
anything
with
else
you.
to say. I understand everything you're saying. Like I said, and like you said, how you get to view it as a fan. I've always gotten to view it as a fan, and as a fan of it for damn near 20 years now, it's kind of like the Flyers not winning a cup since '75. I just don't give a fuck anymore. I'm not expecting anything, so I just don't give a shit about it anymore.
And that's unfortunate though, because there's something there's something in it for everybody. Like, look, Dominic Mysterio is probably one of the best heels going in the business. Gunther is one of the best heels going in the business. You have Penta, who is an up-and-coming babyface, who is going to be an international star when he finally learns how to slow down in the WWE style. The fact that Rey Mysterio is still around, and I remember watching him wrestle in 1995.
Some bitches never hit. He's one. He may outdo the Undertaker.
You've got Obafemi and Cody Rhodes. The wrestling business is a dearth of talent right now. A very talented young.
I don't want to cut you off, but I will say I have not gotten much opportunity to watch Obafemi wrestle on Saturday. Holy shit!
Yeah, I agree. I was like, my God.
I'll be honest. I understand Drew and Cody have what they have going on right now. I was more pissed that match ended in a DQ than Cena tapping. I was more pissed that match ended in a DQ. But I get it because, both champions, both over with the crowd. Why should somebody get pinned?
I've been watching Obafemi for 2 years down at NXT. I have watched him throw people around like a rag doll.
And Cody's no small dude either.
Cody's not small. But Oba is an athlete and he gets it. If you he started that little kind of shuffle or jive when the crowd started chanting Oba, and now it's part of his entrance. He is going to be a huge star. You've got Ricky Saints down there in NXT. They signed Joe Hendry to a WWE deal.
Yeah, I'm interested to see where that goes.
That's a dude who was almost out of the business 3 years ago and reinvented himself, did his own entrance music, and got himself over. And now look at him.
Really? I did not know that.
He was almost out of the business.
And that was the one thing I was like last night. We got into that subject, and my two Nimrods, as I call them, say they're getting tired of him. I'm like,
how can you? That is hilarious.
How do you get tired of Joe Hendry?
That's total entertainment. That's, as Paul Heyman says, that's drawing money.
That's all you got to do is draw money.
That's all you got to do is draw money, and that boy is.
That's what I said about that. Yeah. I literally said that last night about Jey Uso because we were talking about how, I don't think Jey is. I wouldn't put him in my top 10 of the best in-ring performers. But guess what? As long as this shit fucking sells money, they don't give a shit.
Yes, the Daniel Bryan thing.
Exactly.
It's all about drawing the money, baby. It's all that matters.
There's tens of thousands of kids who come to the shows who are doing the yeet, no yeet. They've got the t-shirts. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
All you got to do is draw money. And this idea that somehow AEW is more intellectual than WWE. I'm sorry. When was the last time anybody actually cared about an AEW match? I've not heard anybody this upset about an AEW match the way that people are about John. Ariel Helwani went on a 20-minute rant about John Cena on a nationally televised show on Monday. One of the preeminent combat sports reporters in the world went on a 20-minute rant about John Cena and how John Cena deserved better. When was the last time anybody did that about AEW?
I haven't watched anything related to AEW probably since. Well, I haven't been fully invested since the first All In, which was the one that Punk and Jungle Boy whacked each other off in the background in the backstage area, and probably haven't watched something in full since the night Edge made his debut there. And no, I will not call him by his crappy 8 other names because he is not. He is Edge until I'm dead. So that's probably about 2.5 years going.
Listen, Tyler got on my shit list last night talking about how Edge is going to show up. Edge isn't coming to WWE. He's not showing up.
No, he can't.
First of all, he's under contract. Second of all, John Cena has said over and over, he's done. He retired.
Yeah.
He's not coming back.
And I forget. And then I think, and then Dustin brought up something about Taker. Same thing. They're done. Like Taker's not coming back either.
Taker said he can't.
Exactly. Well, first of all, that's why when I first saw those comments, I called bullshit. We saw what Brock did to him the last time they got into the ring together. You think he's going to come back after what it would be 3 years and go against Brock again?
Well, he hasn't wrestled Brock since WrestleMania 30.
Right. And
I understand. I'm just saying. What I'm saying is, look what happened to him that night. You think he's going to not wrestle for 3 years, then come back and wrestle that guy again? Get the fuck out of here.
Well, WrestleMania 30 was 10 years ago.
Right.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying that he hasn't wrestled since the AJ Styles thing. I don't think he's going to not wrestle for a few years. And then the first time, if he even thought of coming back, after the graveyard thing?
He's wrestled a couple times after that.
Not according to everywhere else I've seen, he hasn't.
That was after the graveyard thing was the ill-fated Saudi tag match with him and Kane versus Hunter and Sean.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that didn't go over well.
I don't even...
Look,
That's tough. That's tough.
Taker has said that because of his surgically repaired hip and knees, he can't wrestle anymore. He takes a bump, he could blow his hip and his knees apart.
We've known that for a long time.
Listen, John Cena said once he's done, he's done. He's not going to he's not going to come back. He's not going to disrespect the retirement like that. Shawn Michaels did the same thing. He came out to do the one-off in Saudi. I heard you guys talking about Austin last night. Austin did a run-in at WrestleMania 25 in Dallas, and then he had the Kevin Owens street fight. It wasn't a match per se. They're still retired.
I forgot about the run-in with what that was with Sean. Is that when Sean and Foley were there too?
Yep.
Who'd they beat up?
Sheamus, Del Rio, and Rusev.
Oh, was that the League of Nations?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh God, what a faction. All the embassies are joined together. Great.
It's just, I think people need to really, really relax about what happened on Saturday. It's not the end of the world. He retired. He tapped out to one of the best heels going in the business and probably one of the best professional wrestlers that have been in the ring in the last 2 decades. He made a star. The amount of heat that Gunther has at the moment is absolutely astronomical. And I guarantee you he's probably going to win the Rumble this year. Because Cody needs a monster heel. And guess what? Gunther is it.
Yeah, and whoever they put with Punk is what it is. I don't know if that would be one of the two. Of one of our two former Shield boys or not, but
That's probably out for another 7 to 8 months.
so it'd probably be Roman.
I think it's going to be Punk and Roman at WrestleMania.
I'm fine with that.
I've heard it's Punk and or it's Punk and Logan Paul.
Oh God.
Hey,
I try to wrap my.
you cannot like the dude personally. He's really good.
I've always said that. I said he's even early on when he was first starting his first few matches, and everyone's like saying like I said personally, I don't care. Like I said, I don't care if these celebrities want to get involved with the business. Just respect it. Logan Paul respects the business at least.
Him and Jelly Roll both have done phenomenal with it. And Jelly's still losing weight. I can't wait to see him get back in the ring again.
Every time I hear about Jelly Roll, I just remember when Logan Paul called him an outsider, and then Randy Orton blew a freaking gasket in his head and just came out freaking out.
I mean, that's fine. It was all part of it.
No, I'm saying Randy cracks it. That honestly that would be worse for me. I like Cena my whole life, but I don't know what a WWE without Randy Orton looks like.
You're probably going to get a WWE without Randy Orton and AJ Styles in the next 2 years.
Well, I know AJ's coming up.
Yep.
I think that's why.
So is Brock's too.
Fuck him and his 10-second going away match he'll have.
I need to get back to my lifting, but here, the settlement between NASCAR and 2311 and Front Row. Holy cow! I didn't see that coming. But boy, did NASCAR look! But go back and read some of the testimony from the NASCAR guys like Steve Phelps and Jim France, and there's a reason why they settled, because it wasn't going to go well for them.
Quick take on college football first rounders.
Oh boy, what are the games?
Bama, Oklahoma.
God,
okay.
I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. Sorry.
Yo.
Then I believe it's Miami and A&M.
Oh, that'd actually be a really good game.
Yeah, both teams are the reason Notre Dame's not in.
Right.
It's the Notre Dame Bowl.
Listen, at first I was like, you know what? At first I was excited about it, like Notre Dame not being there. And then the more I thought about it, the more I thought, yeah, they kind of got shafted a little bit. I understand them not taking part in the postseason bowl. I really do.
Tulane and Ole Miss.
I mean, go Rebs, but I wouldn't be heartbroken if Tulane won.
and James Madison in Oregon.
Stop.
Oh God, that's a massacre waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I said on 609 a few weeks ago. The problem was not Miami being ahead of Notre Dame. The problem is that we are letting these participation trophy teams in. They're trying to make this like March Madness, and it's fucking
Okay.
stupid.
First of all, don't call them participation trophy team. They won their
They
conference.
are.
They won their
They won their
conference. They earned the
conference.
right to be there in the playoff. They did. Whether they get smashed or not, look, George Mason almost made it to the Final Four the one year. They were everybody's darling. All it takes is for one of these Tulanes or James Madison's, or God forbid a Kent State or somebody one year to make it to the semifinals or even the finals, and it's justified of why they're there.
Well, first of all,
my problem is not with Tulane or James Madison being there. My problem is that Alabama lost in their conference championship game, got blown out again,
Mm-hmm.
and they stayed where they were. I'm sorry. You should have dropped below 12, and Texas should be in there. And I'm not saying this because I'm a Texas fan, but if you look at Texas's losses, they are better losses than Alabama's.
Yeah, I agree with that. That was very weird. All righty, sir. Well, we'll let you get back at it. Thanks for jumping in, as always. We'll catch you next week.
See you guys.
First of all, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Did you really got? If we're talking about conferences, first of all, again, who the fuck cares that JMU won their fucking conference? Duke won their conference. They're not in it. So what the fuck's winning your conference mean? Shit. That doesn't mean anything.
Oh, don't worry. They'll change the rules again next year or the year after. I'm sorry. Next year is Notre Dame's automatic in. That's right. No, it'll be in 2 years.
No, they're going to just add 6. They're going to make it 16 teams in a couple of years. Watch. They're going to. You can listen. You're going to. You have to have.
I know it is.
You're going to have this one of two ways. You're going to get one of two ways with this. Either you have to say sorry to teams like JMU and Tulane, because once again, they don't give a shit about these small conferences. They give a shit about the ratings of the games. Oregon and JMU, no one's going to give a shit about because everyone knows who's going to win. Tulane and Ole Miss, same thing. You're either going to have to say the best 12 teams get in, no matter how many SEC or Big Ten. I'm sorry to all the other conferences that your conference suck. Or you're going to have to say, okay, well, we want to make sure we're fair to the conference winners, but we don't want to have more situations where 11-win BYU and 10-win Notre Dame aren't in, but 9-win Alabama is. So they're going to add 16. They're going to go to 16 again, and then everybody will be happy. And Alabama will have 4 losses and still get in the goddamn thing. Alabama could be sub 500, and they'd find a way to keep these sons of bitches in striking distance.
I want the spring. I want to know what my team is, and I don't want the.
There it is.
Well, the way they're going to keep them in is they won't have 4 losses because they're going to get rid of conference championships.
Yeah, because those are proven to be they're just and so here's the thing, right? The only other thing I agree with Bruiser's one thing, they should have been dropped. The problem is with Bama's conference game, it's a little difficult because they played Georgia already this year on the road and beat them, which ended up them stringing off 4 straight ranked victories. What we got here?
I don't want the portal in the spring. I want to know what my team is in January so I can create my team and what we did this last year and the chemistry and everything. And so you're just putting a Band-Aid over the problem until we address the calendar. So in my opinion, we all should have played August 23rd. So instead of week 0, we play, that's week 1. That would mean with the buys and everything, the conference championship would have been played over Thanksgiving. So you get that out of the way. So now we know who's in the playoffs. And then it's a neat deal. Mike Leach said it. It's one of my favorite videos of all time. But playoffs have been going on for a long time, and actually I've played 16 games 4 times. And guess what? It was over before Christmas because we played every 7 days. So if you were saying the first round was going to be played Saturday and then the quarterfinals 7 days after that, semifinals 7 days after that, you actually could play the national championship on January 1st. And then the portal would open on January 2nd. So the season would actually be over. So until you do that, we're still going to have this. And then the other thing, nobody's going to want to hear this coaching-wise, but I'm at a place that I'm going to be for the rest of my life. So I don't really care, But if we're going to be like the NFL, to where everybody's saying that, in the NFL, there's a tampering for coaches also, and there's a penalty. And so, hey, if you're going to leave your team that's in the playoffs, maybe your team that you're going to is not eligible for the playoffs the next year. Maybe that changes some of the things. Or, hey, you're going to leave your team for the playoffs. Nobody from your past team or your team that you're coaching at can go to the team that you're going to. That they're not eligible. They can get in the transfer portal, but they've got to go somewhere else. They can't follow you. Until there's some penalties in that, we're going to get the same thing over and over. I do think the biggest thing that we have to address, and TV's got to get behind this because they've already got this mapped out with the quarterfinals and all this stuff. We've got to push the calendar up, and we've got to get football out of the second semester. We're not supposed to be playing college football on January 19th. That should be over at the very worst of where it has been in the past. I still think that's too late, and the calendar can change that.
We've talked about the calendar. When I saw this, and granted, I know it's been a little bit, but he brought up some really good points.
No, he's spot on because they need to actually have a quote unquote off season to where all this stuff happens, where coaches can go somewhere else they want, and the transfer portal opens up, like he said, and then it's kind of like a free agency.
Well, the calendar, like we said, it used to finish January 1. Excuse me. It used to finish January 1. That was it. You were done. You had the New Year's Eve and the New Year's Day bowl games, and then that's it, boys and girls. Game over. That's the way it used to be. And I agree. I like the fact of you play week 0. Dave?
No, I like what he's saying. The schedule is completely out of whack. So that would definitely be a fix. I would also move the portal back, keep it in January, but have like a 1 to 2 week gap between your final game and when the portal opens. Give guys time to actually think about how their season ended and things going forward.
Because it is hard, even if you're going into the portal, they got to remember transferring from school to school, you got to move your academics. You're sitting there, how you have to change up scholarships. If there's NIL involved, there's different monies going back and forth. You have to turn around and change up that too. It's not like you get to take what you had with you. It stops there. It don't get to go with you. Sorry about your luck. The new school takes over. There's a lot that has to go on. And they just think, oh, it's boom. Here we go. No, I totally agree. I totally agree. The interesting thing he brought up was none of your guys can follow you. And I was like, ooh, isn't that a tricky, slippery slope there? That's really interesting. I mean, Sam, James got fired from Penn State. So I think that would have to be an exception to that rule. Is okay, say there were a couple of guys who are loyal to Franklin and want to jump out of Penn State and follow Franklin.
I'll give you even a better example of that. You're talking about that, and we could just bring up Matt Campbell. Matt Campbell's already brought over like 4 or 5 coaches from Iowa State. He brought his defensive coordinator, who right now is currently not the defensive coordinator at Penn State. He hasn't got a title yet. He brought his offensive line coach. He's bringing over the wide receiver coach. He's bringing over the
He's talking
quarterback coach.
players. He's talking players. We're talking players, not staff. We're talking players.
Oh shit!
All right, that's
hold
what
on.
we're talking about. We're talking players. The
Are you
players are not allowed to follow him in the portal. It's like you can go into the portal, but you can't follow that coach.
Fun fact, fun fact, only one of our players so far has entered. Only one Penn State player has entered the transfer portal, and it's defensive back Elliott Washington. So most of our players said they would stay in Penn State if Terry Smith got the job. I don't know if that has changed now that he didn't get it, but he is staying on the coaching staff. So, I mean, yeah, it would have to be like the perfect thing is like comparing it to James Franklin, who was fired literally 5-6 weeks into the season, and then something to Lane Kiffin, who's just again Lane Kiffin. If there's an opportunity, he gonna do it. I don't care. That's who he is. If there's an extra zero at the end of that check, Lane's doing it.
But like I said, I mean, Dave, what do you think? I mean, if the coach is fired, shouldn't the players be able to follow him? But if the coach just goes for the moolah, then that's the wall's built up behind you.
They can't legally do that. Not with the decisions that have come down, because the biggest thing was you can't limit player movement. Players need to be able to go where they want to go. You can't put up an artificial wall, is what I'm saying.
Well,
I mean, I understand. I understand what you're trying to do. I really do. You're just literally trying to prevent mass migration. And I get it.
Because right now they're doing 1-year deals and boom, going off to another school. In the NFL, you can't do that. You have to go through your contract, and it's, hey, you're there for 2-3 years. I mean, these guys, they're doing portal hopping so hard that, you've got hundreds of kids hurrying up and jumping, because they want to go elsewhere. Now, granted, not all of them get to go, because I believe, if I recall the number correctly, it's only 12, correct? That you can accept and hit with the NIL, if I recall that correctly. It's only 12 portal.
I don't know. To be honest, though, I hear what you're saying, and I'm trying to figure out what the negative is. Players need to go where they want to go.
Portal in the spring. I want to know what my team.
If you want to keep your players, then keep them happy, or get guys who want to be where they are, not want to be there for the money. Bless you.
Thank you.
I mean, player movement, it's accomplishing what people had hoped it was going to accomplish, which was spread the talent around. Hello, Duke. Duke just won their conference. You have teams like Tulane. When was the last time Tulane was good? George, you're old enough. You might remember.
Wow, really?
George was around when Tulane was founded.
And God bless whoever mentioned Kent State and the playoffs. My God.
That was Bruiser.
I think we're safe.
Is there any NFL player that is an alumni at Kent State?
Kent State, I guarantee you there is.
I'm going to go look.
Jack Lambert, Julian Edelman, James Harrison.
Wow.
Devontae Walker, and guard Brian Winters. Showcasing a strong pipeline of talent. That might be stretching it a little bit.
Hold on a second.
As I'm trying to find that, it also turns around and as the student who enters the portal automatically loses their full scholarship from that school.
Yeah, but you have to believe the new school is giving them a scholarship. Otherwise, why would they go?
Right.
Yeah, and that's the way it should be. I mean, you are divorcing yourself from the previous school and going to the next one.
It also says, additionally, not all schools will offer aid immediately.
True. But I mean, that's why you talk to the schools beforehand.
Risk.
You're not just. You are making a decision. You're not just, I'm going to leave now.
Still trying to find. It is not giving me anything specific. Every time I go to one specific one, it does not tell me. It does not say, I'm looking for a specific number. I thought someone had mentioned to me before that it was they could only turn around and take 12 for the program. I know that they have a 30-day window. It said, as an example, the 2024 year, 10,569,000 undergraduates and 4,506 graduate students entered the portal that year in all sports. That's a lot of kids.
It is.
And I'm sure primarily a lot were football and basketball being the highest.
So this is real simple. Because that many kids are entering the transfer portal, I think the transfer portal needs a commissioner. Ladies and gentlemen, somebody call Philip Rivers.
He's busy.
Okay, call Antonio Cromartie.
He's very busy.
All right, call Tyreek Hill.
He ain't busy.
No. Not him either. Wrong.
He got time on his hands.
Yeah, it's no. No, that's no, don't want to go there.
Although, Sam, I want to thank you. It's a beautiful segue.
Oh, shit.
Each team's starting quarterbacks the last time Philip Rivers played. We can knock this out, guys. This is an easy one.
Oh, come on. Let's do
get
it.
this. You'll
Let's
get this,
do it.
no issues.
Can we just kick it off?
Just wherever you want to go.
Green Bay is Aaron Rodgers still, right?
Green Bay is Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is
Now-
simple. This is simple. This is 2020. So that means that Joe Burrow for Cincinnati, Justin
Cincinnati?
Herbert for the Chargers,
Okay.
and Tua on Miami.
Okay, so last time he played, perhaps somebody was injured that week. Or was that a year somebody got hurt long term? It was not Justin Herbert for the Chargers.
Tyrod Taylor.
That's right.
Okay, so now I'm going to ask this.
Tua at Miami.
Tua was not playing in Miami.
Tua, sure he was.
Or at least he did not play the last
that
time
week.
Rivers started.
Oh,
Remember, the last time
wow.
Rivers would have started would have been the last game of the season of 2020. So does that automatically make the Eagles Jalen Hurts?
Eagles was not Jalen
No.
Hurts.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
That would have been.
It wasn't Carson Wentz, still was it? No.
Yep.
Wait a second.
Okay, I got to go to the Pro Football Reference now.
Well, I was going to say Hurts took over for Wentz in Green Bay, and then that was it.
Okay, yeah.
No, it said the starting QB.
Every starting QB when Philip Rivers last played. So, okay, did Rivers play the entire season?
Hold on.
Ooh.
There's the question.
There's the $1 million question.
Hold on a damn second. I got it right here. He played 16 games.
Okay.
So, all right. Clearly, these are clearly guys that start the season as the starter. I think that's where we're at here.
I think you could be right. It's not very clear on the description.
Who cares? Fuck the semantics. We can still knock this out.
Moving on. We'll get
Right.
it.
Baltimore's Lamar.
Right.
Buffalo is Josh Allen.
Yep. Let's just keep it right there.
Can I take a stab here with one? Is Atlanta still Matt Ryan?
Yes.
The only reason I knew that is because who took over the Colts after Philip Rivers left?
Right.
And Arizona is still Kyler Murray.
Is Houston still Massage Boy?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
Cleveland will be.
Yes, he was good then.
Why are the Indianapolis on here? It was Philip Rivers.
Oh, well, trick question.
Mayfield was
question.
Cleveland.
Mahomes for KC.
Put Dak up in Dallas.
There's a song that sounds a little too familiar with what you just said, George. So be careful with your wording, please.
It was Stafford in Detroit, correct?
It was Stafford in Detroit.
Which
so Goff is in LA.
At the Rams, yep.
I'm going to take a stab at Washington.
Okay.
Is that Taylor Heineke?
It is not Heineke.
Alex Smith.
It's not Alex Smith.
What? What kind of hints can I get here? Because now I'm really confused.
I could give you one, but it would give it away. I mean, it
All right, fuck it. I don't want it then. Wait, hold on.
Okay,
All right, I'll come back.
So many
to
other
that.
places we can go.
I'll go back to Washington. Is Tennessee Tannehill still?
It is. Right.
And Seattle is Russell Wilson.
Yes, back when we could trust Russ.
Is Tampa's not still Winston, is it?
It is not.
Who the hell was between? Oh my God, it's fucking Brady. Dumb ass.
San Francisco, is that MVG?
It is MVG.
You know, that's the only time I'm ever going to admit that, right?
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh, I was just like, who the hell is MVG? What is wrong with
Sam, before you came in to this, that was the running joke that they would pull on me, is it was MVG. Yeah, the guys would get on me about the 49ers QB, and they would keep calling him MVG. So, yeah, I pretty much knew that one. Yeah. Is Pittsburgh Ben still? Was that Ben's last hurrah?
Pittsburgh is. Roethlisberger. I think that's right.
Yeah, close enough. Giants should be Eli. No.
Giants is not Eli.
Nope. That was the year before. Eli was already gone.
Right.
Who took over after Eli? Come on, Sam. You'd know. Who took up after Eli?
I'm a fucking Eagles fan. I don't follow the Giants.
This is 2020, Sam. You were alive. Unlike a lot of these, you were alive.
Well, by week 10 of the Eagles season, I probably wasn't. So
I was going to say Daniel Jones was 2021, right?
Was he?
Is it Daniel Jones?
Really?
Oh shit!
Okay. I don't remember seeing his rookie card.
Is New England Mac Jones?
It is not.
No.
Is it Cam?
What a year.
No.
That's Drew Brees.
Yeah, I would say Drew was still.
Yep.
Minnesota's Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins is, Cousins was in many.
Yep.
Vegas is Derek Carr.
Yep. Told you we can knock these out easy.
Is Chicago Justin Fields?
No. It's no, it's the other Schleppy who got drafted and sucked. The Bears moved up in the draft to trade him.
Who'd you say, Tim?
Trubisky, Mitch. Yeah, Mitchie.
It's Mitchell. He didn't like being called anything else. You watch it.
You're right.
I'm trying to remember who was at Jacksonville before Trevor Lawrence, because Trevor Lawrence was 2021.
Is that CJ Beathard?
No.
Oh God. That's a good guess, though, Sam. Oh man,
that's a sad guess. Who are you kidding?
No, but because Jacksonville went through so many.
I'm trying to think
who was just before Trevor.
Well, it's had to have been somebody. No,
it's a no-namer.
It's not still Bortles, is it?
No, it is not Blake Bortles.
No,
okay.
It's.
Well, I mean, dude,
they
were just.
No, it's one of the journey. It's a journeyman dude. And
speaking of journeyman, Is Denver Jarrett Stidham?
No. What
What the fuck was there before Russ?
It is well
God,
before
Broncos
that.
quarter. God,
2020.
Broncos quarterbacks suck.
Oh, they had a rough
Yeah.
period of time there.
It's not
Sam
Jarrett
Sam
Stidham.
Darnold is the Jets, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
Oh, yes, George.
It's you got to kind of think the 2020.
Oh, only 5 to go.
Was
Can I get a hit?
was Haskins the Washington QB?
Oh,
It was Mr. Haskins before he passed. Yep. That was a good guess.
that was a fantastic guess.
That was a good guess.
Can I get a hint from Miami?
I'm gonna
God.
pat myself on the back for that Washington one.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
Give me a second here. Let me give you
Miami. Who was there before Tua started?
That's what I was trying to think.
Okay, so Miami's quarterback for 2020 was at the tail end of a 17-year career that saw him go to, hang on, I need to do math here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different teams.
Wow.
It's not Josh Johnson, is it?
No, it is not Josh Johnson. I was just going to say.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah, that wouldn't be bad either.
Originally drafted by St. Louis. In the 7th round of the 2005 draft.
Oh God. Yeah.
Out of Harvard. That's a hint, guys.
I don't
There's
have a
only
Harvard education to figure this out.
Off the top of my head, I can't tell you which network. He's an analyst.
He's an analyst?
He's a talking head now.
It's not a talking head.
Whether it's pregame, postgame, it's, he's at the table.
Oh,
This is gonna.
it's Magic.
Yeah,
It's Magic. Oh, Jesus. Oh, whew. Okay, there's 2 of them.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Now let's get
down.
All right,
Carolina-
that
Carolina
one
Denver
almost
is
hurt a
actually-
little bit because,
Yeah.
well, but I mean, was he the starter in that last week? I thought Tua was.
Well, I think we've kind of decided this is starter for week 1. And
Okay,
he started 7 games that year.
Yeah, because if this was anything outside of the first half of the season, then the answer for the Eagles will be Jalen Hurts, not Carson Wentz.
Right.
right.
All right, so now we got Carolina.
We got the
Denver.
tough ones. That Jacksonville one's really
We can focus on Jacksonville. Hang
boiling.
on. Let me pull up
that
some
one's
stuff.
really boiling me right now.
Andy Dalton's not the Panthers, is he?
Andy Dalton is not the answer to any question I will ever get.
No,
Um,
Andy was still in Cincinnati. He was
Okay.
still in Cincinnati
So-
backing Joe Burrow.
in 2020, it was his 2nd year in the league. He is still technically in the league in
Well,
his 7th year.
so he was a 99 or a 2019 draftee.
Yes, drafted by Jacksonville, obviously. He is on his 5th team in those 7 years.
Where's my Jacksonville stack of cards? Damn it. Try to cheat and looking through my football cards.
Went to 3 different colleges.
Where was he drafted? What college was he?
Hang on. Started at Northwest Mississippi Community College, went
Oh.
to East Carolina, and then ended up at Washington State. I believe, actually, now that I'm looking at this, he was undrafted because I don't have any
Oh.
draft stats.
Minshew?
Yes. The mustache.
Mustache.
Minshew?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Let's go to
Homer?
Carolina's.
You want to go Carolina? We'll go Carolina.
Yeah.
Trent Delhomme.
No, it was not
No,
Trent Delhomme.
Delhomme was with the Browns after he left Carolina.
No shit, Sherlock. It was a joke.
Okay. Okay. So
After it was after Cam, obviously.
correct.
This is the second year after Cam then. 2020. It would have been the second year after Cam left.
Can I take like a
Sure.
This is gonna sound stupid. Can I take a guess for both of these teams?
Sure.
Are either of these fucking teams Teddy Bridgewater?
That's Carolina. Nicely done.
I was thinking about it. I'm like, hold on.
I
All
said
right.
it would have to be the second year after Cam left. So
Okay. All right. Denver.
This should be good.
Yeah, oh sure. 6 years in the league. Hang on a second. There's 0 stats for 2022. So I don't know if that was injury. But anyway, drafted in 2019 in the second round by Denver out of Missouri.
It's not Trevor Siemian, is it?
Is not Trevor Siemian. He is on his 1,
Okay.
2, 3. So he's been to 3 different teams, but the team he's currently on is now his second stint there.
Oh.
In fact, I'll even say 3 years at Denver and then boom, boom, boom.
Oh. Okay. Huh.
I have no idea who this is.
Started 5 games in his rookie year, 13 games in 2020, only 3 games in 2021 where he went.
Anthony
0-3.
Campi. Russell Wilson is there at Seattle. Phillip Rivers. This is the Denver starting quarterback, and this is 2020.
You said he came out of Missouri.
Yep.
No way. That was 2017. He was drafted. Never mind.
What's that?
I was gonna say Paxton Lynch, but that's 2017.
If you want perhaps the most obscure stat I think I've seen in a long time, in 2020, the year we're talking about, he actually had the longest completed pass in the NFL at 92 yards.
You know what though, Sam? You got to be right, because Bridgewater, didn't he get traded to Denver that year too?
Yeah, but he said this guy was drafted by Denver. Teddy Bridgewater wasn't drafted by Denver. Denver drafted this guy that we can't think of. So who the hell? It's not Stidham. It's not freaking the other dude that I said.
Also in 2020, he led the league in passes intercepted at 15.
Drew Lock.
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, that was it right there. It's like give up the most interception. Yeah, that's Lock. That boy, yeah, it was called lockdown for a reason.
Yeah.
Drew lockdown.
Yeah, unless you were James Bradbury in 2023, some bitch had a 158 passer rating in the fourth quarter because of that son of a bitch.
That was like because I remember Drew Teddy was you when you mentioned about him being in either place. I was like, so Teddy was there later on, and yeah, it was just trying to figure out who the hell it was beforehand.
Yes, Anthony, he did. In fact, that's the team that he's currently on now. He went Seattle, the Giants in 2024,
Yes.
and he's technically back with Seattle, right now.
Yeah.
Wasn't he a part of the original Russell Wilson trade?
Yes, he was actually.
He was. Yeah.
Him and a bunch of picks.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's where I was trying to remember it. I'm like, wait a minute, who got traded with Seattle? And that's who it was. Yep. Lockdown Pickard.
See, easy. Told you guys you could figure that one out.
Yeah, not too shabby.
Nah.
The Haskins, I'm betting the Haskins that was tricky.
That was good.
I was trying to remember when he passed because he brought up Alex Smith, and I'm going, no, Alex was there after.
I was trying to think of a clue that wasn't going to get us canceled.
Yeah. Now that's when I figured. I was like, nope, because Sam, you had guessed everybody else, and I'm going, there's only one dude left, and that's our Ohio State boy.
I was going to say, I got one other one. Again, fairly simple one. I think we can knock this one out quick and then, call it a show. At least that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I was going to say, while we're at that, the official eliminations are in, and the Kansas City Chiefs will not be in the playoffs. And they said out of 27 years, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, or Patrick Mahomes won't be in the playoffs. So,
yep.
Yeah. Okay. And
so just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Add a new name. We add a new name to that stupid shit every year.
Yeah.
Like next year, it's gonna be like, oh well, this is the year we have Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Pat Mahomes, and Joe Burrow. Like what? Make your freaking minds up. What do you want?
And speaking of Burrow, boy, did he almost have that upset plotted.
Oh my goodness. Let's get into this.
Easy,
I'm all right.
Easy.
I'm not even letting George start Miles Sanders on the list.
Okay. Yeah. Can do.
Hopefully.
Isn't it Williams for the Lions?
Yes, it is Jamal Williams.
Thank you.
So that means the Bears is Montgomery.
Incorrect.
Oh. Excuse me?
Yes. Actually, Anthony, Peterson. It is not Peterson.
Not going to be on the Vikings.
Yep.
This was only
the Vikings.
Technically 2 seasons ago.
Is the Vikings still? That's not Dalvin Cook still, is it?
Yeah.
Wow. Raiders is Josh Jacobs.
Yes, that was the year. Okay. Now it gets interesting.
Yeah, because I don't think the Cowboys is Zeke.
No.
It's not Zeke. It was the other dude.
Is
Tony
the Seahawks
Is it Pollard? Thank you.
Is the Seahawks Carson?
No.
It's not. Is it Kenneth Walker?
Yeah.
I know. I forgot what year Walker became.
Yeah. That was his rookie.
All right.
The Chargers
Good luck
is
with the Chargers.
Eckler. It's Eckler.
Okay. Okay.
I got that. The Panthers would have been
Chuba?
It is not Chuba Hubbard. Anthony guessed that too, but
Wow.
nope.
Wow.
Now keep in mind, this is
That's-
after McCaffrey gets.
Yeah, this is after McCaffrey left.
So McCaffrey took yardage away from this person.
Isn't he a former Eagle too?
He's gonna make me look this crap up. Hang on.
What the hell?
No, this player is not a former Eagle.
Oh,
Jesus. Tomorrow night on Talking About Balls, we have the ACL addendum.
God.
Well, there isn't going to be much to talk about tomorrow. Okay.
Panthers. What the?
Okay, so not on a roster this year. So his last year was last year. Played
His
in like
last-
seven seasons. Year we're talking about 2022 was his only year with Carolina. And he played in all 17 games, but only started 9. That was his third team at that point. Drafted by Houston originally.
Who was his other team? It was Panthers, Houston, and who else?
2020 and 2021, he was on Tennessee.
Damn.
So who was drafted before Damien? Who was on before Damien?
I will say his career at Houston. So the year he was drafted,
He was like
played
the
in-
third.
he played in 10 games,
Yeah, he was
He
like the
got,
third
like-
running back.
327 yards.
Yeah, he was the third running back.
His second year in Houston, he got hurt. He only played in 1 game. 1 game, 7 attempts for -1 yards.
Dave, this is when we both went, oh God, the Houston Texans, they're not winning.
Right.
Even with Watson at quarterback.
Right.
We just would not pick the Houston Texans to win squat.
I should also say he did not play in 2019. So he got drafted and played 2017, played in 2018. 2020 was in Tennessee, played in 6 games. 2021, Tennessee played in 9 games, got 566 yards out of it. And then Carolina, where he kind of went off for 914 yards. 2023, he went to Chicago for a year. Then 2024, he ended up in Cleveland.
Probably on the punt return specialist.
He got into 11 games, rushed for 232 yards.
Like I said, must have been a punt return specialist. And as the third running back behind Chubb.
Ford. That was his last year.
I'm thinking Chubb, Ford. The other dude was from Indy. Oh, come on, G. Jesus, Christopher.
Came out of University of Texas. trying to think if there's literally anything else I can give you.
I have no idea who this is.
I know that if he was on the Brown, I know his punt return, but
I'm giving up on this one.
That's
So
fine. The only other thing I can give here is on the transactions. So April 5th of 2024, he chose free agency, and then he elected free agency and signed with Cleveland. He was then released August 27th from Cleveland and signed 2 days later back with Cleveland. Which that sounds like he got signed back to the practice squad. That'd be my
hold
guess.
on.
okay.
Give me his team. Give me his teams again.
Okay, his entire team thing. Okay, so 2 years at Houston, 1 at Tennessee, 1 at Carolina, 1 at Chicago, 1 at Cleveland.
What year was he drafted?
2017, drafted in round 3 by Houston.
Foreman?
Vontae Foreman.
Well done. Well
As
done.
soon as you said his last name, it popped into my head.
I was like, okay, because the only other guy we had was that Pierre Strong Jr. That was the only other dude. So it's
Okay,
like,
now
yeah,
hold on.
he was a special return guy.
So Chicago in 2022 wasn't Montgomery.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Oh no, because it was Justin Fields.
Because way to go, Sam. Way to talk yourself into it.
You know why?
That was
Because
good.
I remember because this was the game. That was the year we played them. Jalen Hurts hurt his shoulder in this game, and that son of a bitch ran for like 180 yards on us.
Yeah.
And no, because I'm pretty sure we did like we did another rushing yard stat where he was the answer, like months ago.
That wouldn't surprise me.
And again, the guy can't throw the football, so what else do you want him to do?
Well done, gentlemen. I'm very proud of you. Y'all did fantastic.
That only took us 10 minutes to knock that out.
Yeah, easy. See? It's the Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
Giving you all easy ones.
Well, the NFC North is kind of a disaster at the moment.
Yeah, what else is new?
Kind of like NFC contenders injury reports.
I mean, it's looking ugly. I mean, who the hell? It's kind of like, okay, who really wants to go? It's like, what the hell's the problem? Detroit and Green Bay, they don't want to. Now, in all fairness, I pointed this out to Russ when Russ posted he was in LA for this football game. Sam, our friend Russ, comes and plays poker with us after we do our draft and everything, and very good friend. And he went to the Michigan-Ohio State game with his son Daniel, and they lost. He had went to another Lions game previously. They lost. And now he traveled to SoFi with his son. And I turned around and I said, if the Lions lose, they're going to revoke your fan card. You may not be able to get the flight home.
I'm trying to think if any of those games I actually expected the team to win. So
the funny thing is we got to tell Russ, quit going to those games.
Like I said, I mean, literally, Detroit is playing the best team in the league right now.
Yeah.
With no secondary.
Touche.
Can we all agree, like, all together that Stafford's the best quarterback in the league right now?
Yeah.
And it's funny to say that when Sud said Stafford would never be a top 10 quarterback in the league.
He's been one for the past like 5 years.
Yeah. We know.
I have not looked at the odds recently, but probably top odds for MVP, or at least
Has to be.
got to be top 3.
Has to be.
So this is the way things are looking at the moment. The Steelers won. The Ravens, it's going to be kind of hit and miss. I still think Indy could kind of hang around, but really that top 7, I don't know if that's going to change. I really don't. We've got 3 weeks left, but I really don't think that that's going to change.
The AFC is like, the AFC is freaking like loaded this year for some reason, and it's not the Chiefs.
Yeah. Now, I thought it was hilarious that, Dallas is still got a chance. But my God, what an awful disaster that football game was against Minnesota.
Overall, that he has outstanding.
Yeah, Dallas's chance is, I think it's calculated at 1.7% of getting.
If the Eagles win Saturday, it's over.
The Dallas Cowboys defense made JJ look like a god.
You
got to be kidding me.
The 1% chance for Dallas literally is one. There's one scenario. They have to win out and the Eagles have to lose out.
Yeah, and that's not going to happen.
No. We'll probably, it'll depend. If we win Saturday against Washington, it's over. I don't know how the game in Buffalo go either way, because both the Eagles and Bills are literally the definition of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. 1 week they both look amazing. Next week they're losing freaking teams they have no business losing to. And then the final week against Washington, we have to see if that even matters. Like if anyone's even playing in that game.
Yeah, and the Lions and Packers and the Bears, I'll keep throwing the Bears in there too, because they haven't. They're there, but it's like
Lions. Okay, the Packers is not the role for the Lions.
The tie is the only thing that is going to hurt the Packers.
Honestly, Detroit is not looking to catch the Packers; they're looking to catch Chicago.
Yeah, the Detroit has to win out no matter what.
Yeah, basically. But at the same time,
they need
Detroit. They have the game against Chicago at the last game of the season. So they need Chicago to lose one, and then we beat them, which is certainly possible. The Packers, though, the problem is, they've already beat us twice. So.
And they lost a very important defender.
They did.
They lost a very important defender. And that offense, well, you heard Annie. She's kicking and screaming and pouting and whining, and I thought it was hilarious.
Well, you're basically back to where you were at the beginning of the season. So it's not like you were nothing.
Because the thing is, Micah Parsons masks a lot of problems that Green Bay secondary has.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of Xavier McKinney, that secondary is not very strong, but you can mask that when you got guys like Micah Parsons because they get after the quarterback and they get after them fast. Now you're back to Rashawn Gary, who nice player. He's not Micah Parsons. And Luke Van Ness has honestly been a disappointment. So unless one of those two are going to step up big time in the next few weeks, I don't see yet. Because I'll tell you right now, if their defense starts to break down, that offense is not consistent enough to withstand it.
Yeah, and this is the second of the Green Bay Chicago, and That could get interesting. That line at 1.5, it basically tells you it's a pick 'em. The one that surprises me though is that first one on Thursday night. The Rams at 1.5. Real interesting.
Short. Well, I mean, short weekend. It's not like Seattle's nothing, right?
Right. Oh yeah. No, I don't disagree. But I was like seriously surprised. But I was like, okay.
I mean, they did almost lose to a senior citizen.
Right.
Yeah. They're kind of like, what?
Going back to the North, I just, obviously the Lions need somebody to lose twice. The Chicago Packers play each other this week, so somebody's going to lose that.
You guys have
unless
no,
unless
we've got the Steelers, but it's at home, so
But what if the Bears and Packers tie?
Oh God, that's
honestly that might eliminate us. I'm not terribly sure.
That would be odd.
It would be odd.
That'd be very odd.
I mean,
Sam,
like I said,
why would you even breathe that into existence?
I mean, like I said, the Lions have to win out regardless.
Yeah.
So beat the Steelers.
And you need the Chargers to beat Dallas, which I think can definitely be done.
I don't care about Dallas. Honestly, you were talking about that the Eagles win eliminates Dallas. I think if we win any of our 3 games, I think that eliminates Dallas. So I'm not worried about Dallas. Dallas is there. It's done.
Do you see this point spread right here? Woo! 14.5. Houston over the Raiders. Yeesh.
The Raiders,
and that's a Houston team that eat.
Damn.
I mean, Houston is just playing incredibly, especially their defense, and the Raiders are playing like they're looking.
High school team?
No, they're playing like they won a Heisman Trophy winner at quarterback next year.
True.
Diego Pavia? He would fit Vegas perfectly, don't you think?
No. They're going to take the Mendoza kid.
They're already talking about how he's tanking his own draft stock.
But it's perfect for him because the Raiders don't like quarterbacks that aren't at least 30. Isn't he a 30-year-old already?
Well, Mr. Rivers gets to be on prime time next Monday.
Speaking of which, I got a good question. Philip Rivers walking back into the NFL like this. George, is this how you feel every Tuesday night when we do this?
Damn. No, I think Riley Leonard's going to be back starting. They almost threw him out there this week. So
no, they said Rivers is starting.
No, they already announced Rivers is starting. Yep.
Jesus Christ! They already watched that game.
It's in Indy. It's at home. And it says San Fran -6. I'm a little bit more concerned. Shedeur Sanders did pretty good against San Francisco's defense.
Okay. Sure he did.
He did. I got to see it firsthand. He did.
Uh-huh.
It's a lot of crappy play calling from a head coach. Sam knows what I'm talking about. So no, I'm that game's going to be a lot closer than 6. A lot closer than 6.
All right, okay, I gotta ask because you guys are going to end up with probably a top 3 pick, maybe top 4, could be top 5. Regardless, are you telling me right now you guys aren't going to take a quarterback?
They're not. I don't think they are.
This is what you're going to run with.
With Stefanski and Barry being fired, yeah, I don't think so. What's out there?
I'm just saying you're comfortable with Sanders being your quarterback next year.
Yeah.
Why?
Why not?
Completion percentage?
I'm sorry, he can see over the line.
But he doesn't throw over the line.
Oh, he
Dude,
can if the
70% of his passes this past week were screens.
well, like I said again, play calling from dumbass.
You ever
So
think there's a reason why they're doing that?
it's Stefanski, of course, because that's exactly what he has Dylan Gabriel doing too. He had him doing the same thing.
Dylan Gabriel played in Oregon.
No. You took Gabriel and you took Flacco combined didn't equal the screen passes that Shador did.
Like I said, this is all Stefanski's doing. Stefanski is not supposed to be doing any of the play calling right now. They told him that. No, that idiot admitted 100%. Yes, he's doing the play calling. He admitted it last week. I'm sitting there going, you idiot. You're not supposed to be doing the play calling. Nope, it doesn't matter. So they just threw it out the window, and Barry's just like, just do what you're going to do because your butt's fired anyway. And so is he. He just don't know it yet.
Y'all are crazy.
It's going to be interesting come Black Monday, and I don't know. Like I said, outside of Gruden saying that he would take the Cleveland job, I have no idea who the hell would take this spot. I have no idea who would take this spot.
Anthony, Ravens are home for the Patriots, at Green Bay, at Pittsburgh.
And that's scary to know that the Ravens could probably not be in the playoffs.
It's an unfortunate turn of events.
I was going to say that last week at Pittsburgh, that's going to be
huge.
That doesn't even begin to describe it. It is, yes, that's an incredible game.
Yeah, well, and here's the funny part. The whole last week is nothing but flexed.
Right, Sam, of course. Yes.
I mean, nothing has been even told 1 o'clock or 4 o'clock, which is insane.
It's because half those games, meaningless. We just don't know which ones yet.
Yeah. Well, Carolina and Tampa Bay, I'm sure that means a lot right there. The Jets and Buffalo, probably your 1 o'clock. I could say that's a 1 o'clock. New Orleans, Atlanta, probably a 1 o'clock. Detroit, Chicago, because of the time zone, I would say 1 o'clock. Nobody's going to give a damn about Cleveland and Cincy, so they're 1 o'clock. LA and Denver could be a 4 o'clock. KC and Vegas, 1 o'clock. Rams in Arizona, probably 4 o'clock because of the time zone. Green Bay at Minnesota, depends. Miami, New England, 1 o'clock. Dallas at New York, probably a 1 o'clock. Washington and Philly, nobody gives a damn, probably 1 o'clock. Baltimore and Pittsburgh could be a 4. Who would play the night game? Whoever's got the biggest.
Baltimore and Pittsburgh could.
Baltimore and Pittsburgh, possibly. San Fran and Seattle. Tampa Bay and Carolina actually could.
Because when
maybe this Houston Indy could too.
Because you're breaking out Baltimore Pittsburgh. That game could come down to win and you win your division, and with a home game, lose and you don't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that really could be.
All right.
Okay.
On that note, it is getting late. I'm gonna have to say goodnight, Gracie.
That takes care of the 4 minutes. Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night.
Good night. I said, say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night.
Good night.
So I said, well, flip a coin. And if it comes out heads, have your hair dyed.
And if it comes out tails, say goodnight, Gracie.